You know what the world loves on a day like this? A nice big smile. Smiles, everyone! Smiles! Oh boy, welcome to the Let's Go Pens fans recap. A bit of a day late. Game ended a little late. I was doing a date with my fiance and stuff like that, and I had to be up early to do church this morning. That's right, study God's playbook in the morning, coach's playbook in the afternoon, just as it was intended to be. But still begins 3 games in 4 days for this team. 2 on the road, 1 back at home. So, let's get right to it. The Bullies took their sorrows to Manhattan this time, right there on Broadway, out in the Broadway district. As Robin Williams would say, a place where Ethel Merman would go, "I like big butts, I don't know why." Oh, it's depressing to see Madison Square Garden empty. I've been there, boys and girls, for Penguins Rangers. It's a fun time. And when the world gets right, I'd encourage you to go. Just bring money. And don't buy tickets off of Craigslist. Anyway, so we go at it with the New York Rangers wearing those beautiful blue unis that they have. And bit of a slow start between these two as we get into the first, but the Pens try to get their speed game going. They develop a nice little 3-on-2 entering in the zone, capping it over to Joseph. Joseph throws a nice little plane run through Zucker and a backdoor play. And it's in the net. Just throws it in low, kind of just puts it up high. Right past Georgiev. Hiya, Georgie. You want a puck? It reference, in case you didn't know, for all 9 of you that actually watch this. But Jason Zucker, his second of the season, and it is 1-0 Pittsburgh early. Good on you, boys. Nice to get off to that start. Get that ever-elusive first goal, just like the ever-elusive Fuchsia Buddha, and we are off and running. We're doing good, but then a weird play in front as Di Giuseppe led a nice little charge and just throws it in front for Brandon Lemieux, who's just able to get a skate or a stick or whatever on it, and as he kind of crashes into DeSmith, but the puck was already in before all that mayhem happened, so it counts. It's in the net. They thought about challenging, but didn't. Nope, not worth the trouble. And the game is tied 1-1, Brandon Lemieux, his first of the season. No relation to our owner, Mario Lemieux, but he is the son of Claude Lemieux, former Hellraiser of the Colorado Avalanche. If you know, you know, and good on you for knowing. But the boys were to get it back with less than a minute left in the period. Brendan Tanev, a nice little tip deflection off the point for a long shot by Joseph, and Tanev just goes, and it just goes in the net. We go, and it's 2-1 Pittsburgh with 40 seconds left in the first. That is a sin, boys and girls. The most accursed goals are the ones with a minute to go in the period and a minute into the period, to quote the great Uncle Doc Mike Emmerich. So, 2-1 after 1. Good way. Good on you. Good way to start, boys. But of course, it's never that simple, is it? Pens get a power play, and if you noticed, in the second, somebody wasn't out there. Who? Oh, only number 58, Chris Letang. I know. Trade Letang. He's a bum. He's too old. He can't go anymore. Not a lot of that is wrong, but with Letang not playing, these 2 periods shows your future, Pittsburgh. Shows your future. And JR resigned. Letang's injured. So who's your next scapegoat? Fire Mike Sullivan? Trade Malkin? Who's your next scapegoat? Anyway, Joseph tried to get the puck in, and bit of a bad bounce up on the far boards, just trying to get it in, and it just bounces out of the zone. Miller and Rooney take it, and it's a 2-on-none the other way, shorthanded. Oh, dear God. Pass, boom, in the net. Hey, Malkin Letang, that's how you do a 2-on-none and succeed. And it's 2-2. Shorthanded. by the Rangers. Oofda. So the Penguins go right back to work. And Malkin catches a springing Kapanen on a nice little feather pass through the neutral zone. Kapanen's behind the defense, looks at Georgie and says, I'm putting this puck under your armpits, and you can't stop me. And he does just that. Pens are back up, 3-2. Oh, beautiful. Kapanen paying dividends, not on the scoreboard, but in other places. There might be some hope for that trade after all. But what's the one thing the boys have had trouble doing this season? Holding the leads and keeping that momentum after a goal, as Chris Kreider puts one in. Backdoor play as DeSmith just kicked the rebound right to him, and Kreider deposits it, and we're tied once again 3-3. Oofda. Late power play for the Rangers, and they just get on their power play cycle. Buchnevich gets it down low, sees Artemi Panarin at the top of the circles. He ain't missing, and it's in the net. 4-3 Rangers. Panarin's a goddamn sniper with nice hair. And, boy, the penalty kill's been a thing this season, hasn't it? And, so much for keeping momentum, it's completely swung the other way. But the boys go at it. They try to get that speed game going, that transition game, getting back to that speed and transition that made them so deadly in their cup years. And there it was, Cody Ceci. Oh, you think he's going to score that goal? Ha! No. He finds Jake Gensel in the circles, who grips it, rips it, and we are tied. Once again, we were listing, we were sinking, then along came Jake Gensel. Clutch goals from Gensel. That's the second time he's done this, and the second time he has burned the Rangers as much this season. Ooh, they're going to learn to hate him. If they're real fans at Rangers games, oh God, they'd hate him. But midway through the third, we're tied at 4, and we're going to overtime yet again with this squad. Yay! So off to overtime we go. Penguins establish puck possession, and they do what you're supposed to do in overtime. Puck possession, wait for your shots, and they spend over a minute of time in the Ranger zone. They get shots that may go wide, but they're beating the Rangers to pucks. The Rangers are gassed. They are absolutely tanked, slowly skating, just waving sticks. They are running on fumes, just skating around that slot like, we just stay here, they can't get a good slot. And Joseph hands it off to Crosby, who just gets in the high slot, just picks his spot, looks at Georgie and says, I'm ending this game and you can't stop me. Turns, aims, fires, and that's the end of the game. Oh, Captain, my Captain, breaking hearts on 36th Street. Penguins 5, Rangers 4, out of time, so say goodbye, Manhattan. Pens win in overtime. Crosby with his 4th of the season. Joseph with his 3rd assist of the game. Russ with his 5th assist of the season. That's it. Penguins win. Another come-from-behind victory for this team. Again, this is nice, but I'd like to see a dominant 60-minute win from start to finish. Eventually, the magic pixie dust is going to run out. Look what happened in Boston. But we won. We stole another victory from the hearts of the Broadway Blueshirts. Now go out there and do it again tomorrow night, as they will play in the middle of a nice little nor'easter there on 36th Street out near Penn Station in New York. So we will catch you tomorrow for another Penguins fans recap. Let's keep this going. It'll be a nice back-to-back games, as it's a nor'easter in New York and right back home to take on the New Jersey Devils at home for the first time this season, the fighting Jack Hughes. So we will see you tomorrow, and let's go Pens. Let's get another one. We'll catch you next time.